everyone. Welcome to episode 2. We are Block and Chained. That was really ridiculous how I just said that, but it's funny.
Yeah.
And
it still feels ridiculous.
It still feels ridiculous, but it is real because I did quit my job, which is so exciting.
Super exciting!
So now things will be way more organized because I'm here to help you and save you.
We shall see.
Anyways, so
this happened Friday. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
So TBD. We haven't actually even seen her work's response, and we wrote one hell of a 2 weeks notice email.
It was cute. Anyways, so we gotta get something out of the way, and
we are not financial advisor.
I want to say it. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice.
This is educational in nature. It seems the only fucking thing the SEC has been capable of fucking doing, and the FCC relative to crypto, is making sure that no one represents themselves as financial advisors.
But we definitely are not that.
No,
in fact,
we're
terrible.
Advisors.
Yeah. With spending money.
This is educational.
We're good at education,
but
not...
SEC, get your fucking shit together. Figure it out, man.
All right. So stop.
Okay.
Bring it back. Always on a tangent.
Anyway, what's our topic today?
So our
Topics.
Okay, first of all, it's cold. So if I'm shivering and doing weird shit with my body, it's because it's cold.
We're back upstate at the farm again.
So if you hear the animals talking, that's them.
We've got new ones. There's coyotes this time.
Oh, yeah, they're cool. We're actually arguing if they're coyotes or wolves, but whatever. Okay, so this episode is about crypto terms, which is interesting because there's a ton of them. I just found out. I, Googled before we started just to, try to get it together. There's a lot of them, and Seren uses a lot of them daily that I don't know. So we'll just kind of run through it, and hopefully people will learn something. And we'll also run through some ones that we don't know so that we can learn something. And we won't
do the second part, but what we will do, I think, is cover some kind of the baseline terminologies that you'll hear when you're researching crypto, when you're watching other people's YouTube videos. Tisk.
Not allowed.
No. We encourage you research, explore the whole world.
Yeah. Totally.
But we're going to cover some just terminology that you'll hear as you're researching the space and speaking with other people that are in the space.
You'll be able to sound super educated.
No, it's very important to understand, especially certain terminologies, because they define your...
Did you just burp on camera?
Yeah. Look, man, I've had a lot of carbonated beverages this evening.
All right, let's begin.
Okay, so Sophia's the list. That's
it's
why I have the soft list.
Okay.
We're going to maybe go off of it, maybe not. We'll see.
So, what is... I have no idea what this is. CEX versus DEX. You really wanted to talk about this, so go for it. All right,
so let's
keep it to the Reader's Digest.
Let's start with blockchain, right? What is blockchain?
Okay, fine. Yeah, start from the beginning.
So blockchain is a general term that references decentralized ledgers, and in the sense of blockchain, it's decentralized ledger technology, and what that means is that the entire chain or list of transactions, be it transfers, purchases, whatever, from one wallet to another, is publicly available and viewable and valid and can be validated by anyone, because anyone has access to the blockchain. You don't know whose wallet is owned by whom. However, depending on the blockchain, you can determine whose is who, and then there's also blockchain technologies that are built to...
Which we'll review in another episode. But yeah.
Yeah, there's other blockchain technologies that are built to obfuscate that and privacy centric.
So that will be another episode because there's a whole tangent that someone can go off on.
This is true.
Okay. So, what is DEX versus DEX?
So, when you see the acronym CEX, it stands for a centralized exchange. A centralized exchange, examples of those are Coinbase. An example of that is Coinbase Pro, Binance.
Okay.
They're exchanges that are generally in some capacity regulated, and they're owned and governed by generally private companies, except for Coinbase, which is publicly traded but nevertheless operated privately, versus a DEX, right, or a DEX, which is another acronym, and in this case stands for decentralized exchange. And so a decentralized exchange is where obviously you find a lot of decentralized finance lives on DEXs, can be traded and purchased on DEXs. So some examples of decentralized exchanges are exchanges that are governed either by DAOs or by nobody, right?
So wait, so I have a question. What's Robinhood?
A piece of shit app.
Okay.
So Robinhood, let's talk about Robinhood for a moment. I think this is rather important that users understand this so that they avoid using Robinhood for crypto. And I'll be rather overt about this, and I don't give a shit who comes after me.
Our friend that is with us right now, she had it on Robinhood, right?
Right. So Robinhood Robinhood allows you to trade both stocks, ETFs, options, and crypto for free. Nobody does anything for free, especially not in finance, right? Traditional finance. So Robinhood's actual customers are not their users. Their customers are hedge funds and institutional capital that purchase live stream API data and webhook data from Robinhood as to what Robinhood's users are doing.
Very interesting.
So don't think that you're,
Reader's Digest, I'm just...
yeah. This is important, though.
I know, but
don't think that you're using Robinhood, and like getting away with free commissions and all this shit. Nothing's free. Your data is being sold to hedge funds that are actively using it against you. So in the case of no, so it's a fact. Fuck you, hedge funds, and fuck you, institutional capital, and fuck you, Robinhood.
Stealing data, not cool.
It's not even stealing data. It's just most people don't know this, and they don't. Everyone hits accept on terms and conditions. No one actually fucking reads it,
and they're frightening.
Go read it.
Yeah.
You'll find your data is being actively sold, and that's their real product. And their bullshit product, their app, is a piece of shit. So is their web interface. Oh, and it just always happens to crash or have, what do they call it? We're having system issues.
During major sell, buy and sell times.
Yeah, but also more specifically during major. So as everyone knows, hedge funds have been manipulating the market forever. It's literally what they do. It's their business model. So when a group of people got together on the Wall Street Bets Reddit forum, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this. They got together and said, you know what? We're going to play that game right back at the hedge funds. So tons of hedge funds were short on AMC, on GameStop, on dying stocks.
Babe, we have so much to cover.
I know. This is a good story for those that don't know.
Okay. Continue.
And so the Wall Street Bets Reddit community came together and they were like, you know what? We're gonna organize together, and we're gonna buy fucking GameStop today.
Oh, is that what was that called again?
What?
Remember, they had it in Times Square. They took over the screen, and was that the same? Is that relevant?
I mean, they may have. I don't.
No, when they took over. God damn it! What's You know, those people that like didn't. I don't know. I'm not gonna even. Sorry.
Don't know what happened there.
No. Okay.
There's something some of you might know what she's referring to.
Put it in the comments if you know what I'm talking about,
I
please.
don't.
Because.
Or just put something in the comments.
Or just laugh at me because.
Anyway, so a group of traders got together and said, "Okay, today we are going to buy the fuck out of AMC, or we're going to buy the fuck out of GameStop." And what they did was hedge funds that had put massive short positions on these dying stocks got absolutely reamed when hundreds of thousands of people or tens of thousands of people were buying massive quantities of these shares that were previously dropping in price. And so what that does, if you're a short seller and you take a short position out on something, and that position, that stock, that company goes up in value, you lose tons of money because you have to cover against the bet that you've just made. And a short is a bet that a company or a share is drop in value. So when Wall Street Bets came together and amplified the price of GameStop, amplified the price of AMC, tons of hedge funds got absolutely fucked. Some had to close down. And to me, that's fucking hilarious and amazing, and kudos to the fucking Wall Street Bets community. Fucking bravo. You know what?
Okay, so
because they've been fucking everyone for years, and it's nice to see them get fucked right back.
Okay, so I just have...
Back to crypto.
So I just have to preface this by our friends might, like, walk up and talk and join us. Maybe.
Yeah, apologies.
No, not apologies. Well,
no,
they're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be interesting.
So, all right. Let's go back. All right. So, support and resistance levels.
So, you'll hear these two terms quite a bit, especially especially around Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Because those are the two kind of dominant players relative to total market cap of the entire crypto space. So, in terms of support and resistance, what they refer to are the levels, and levels. When I say levels, I mean the price at which a given token or coin sees buying support or selling resistance. And so what that means is, let's say, for instance, on September 7th, when we saw the massive crash of Bitcoin, entirely coordinated by China, we'll post an overlay of video to show you.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Actually sad.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
It's not funny at all.
A Chinese trading floor where they literally counted down from 10 and all sold their Bitcoin at market and crashed the price of it, like, massively. It was It was a coordinated attack against China. Good luck coming after me, bitches. My fucking firewall's a monster.
NASA security.
Yeah. I don't fuck around.
It's kind of frightening, actually.
Yeah, that's also not a threat. The Chinese government don't come after us because they're very sophisticated.
Yeah, the most.
But still.
There's nothing
Where were we?
Okay.
Support and resistance, right? So anyway, a support level is basically the level at which a coin or token has buying support. And so what that means is that, let's say the price of the token is dropping. And so when the price of that token drops, the support level is the level at which it's not expected to drop below, and if it does drop below, is rather concerning, because that means that the selling pressure of that particular coin or token has outweighed the expected buying support that existed at that price line, right? So when Bitcoin broke below its most recent support level on September 7th, causing the crash, that creates, a lot of, we're referring to it as China FUD. It's
It just sounds so funny.
well, it's true. I mean, what happened is Bitcoin fell below its support level and terrified everyone. Initially, this was really on September 7th because China FUD is not really that much of an issue these days. No one gives a fuck anymore. China goes, we're banning all cryptos. All right, what the fuck more can they do? They've banned all cryptos.
Because they're making their own, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so we're going to pause for a second for one reason, because I want to show you my really cool socks.
Hang on. AMP socks.
And
AMP
then
token.
also...
We have to talk about support before we cut. Like, you asked resistance support. We discussed support. Now we got to go into resistance.
Damn it.
My wife's all over the fucking place.
No, I'm trying to keep it, exciting and fun,
All right, but can we at least,
Yeah, of course, but, it has to be, fun.
Yeah. Fuck you. It's fun. I'm having fun. You're having fun. She's not having fun.
Andreas is having fun. He's ready to get into this.
Yeah,
screen.
we're gonna bring Dre in a second. Dre's great, but first we're gonna talk about support levels. Resistance levels. So, what a resistance level is essentially the selling resistance. So that means the amount of limit sell orders that are on the order books at a given price line. So as a coin or token is increasing in value, that value could potentially be stifled by the amount and volume and size. Stifled, yeah.
That's a good word to use for that.
Well, it's accurate.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm just telling you. I liked it.
Sophie approved, guys, so I won't have to edit that out. Anyway, a resistance level is, let's say a coin's increasing in value, but there's a massive amount of limit sell orders that are on the books at a given price line or averaged out at a given price line. And that resistance level is essentially the level at which it will be difficult to break past in terms of increasing a given coin's value. However, in a bull market, when everyone's bullish about something, those resistance levels tend to be either very minimal in terms of strength or vanish entirely and be repositioned based on the amount of buying pressure that exists because
I could get a word in,
like this cool, past fucking. Don't ask me a question, then be like, "Oh, can I get a word in?"
Well,
answering it.
That's the whole purpose of it's back and forth, and you just talk. That's what's happening right now. Just that way.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, so
you get the fucking picture, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you're always like, oh my god, Bitcoin's now at X resistance level.
Resistance.
Yeah.
When a coin breaks through a resistance level, that's a really positive bullish indicator, because that means the buying pressure is enough, market sentiment is strong enough that we've broken past a resistance level and we're now likely going to keep punching forward. Let me just make sure that my buddy is in scene. But welcome to Andreas as a friend of ours.
Welcome to Andreas.
Welcome to Andreas, motherfuckers, where we don't play.
Not Dr. Dre.
That's not
the beautiful man.
That is not a DMCA
what did
or
her
whatever
nanny
violation.
What did her
don't
nanny
fucking take
call
my
him?
video down.
Nope,
Handsome. What?
Our nanny called him something really funny.
Handsome. Cute. I mean, he
handsome
is
man. Very handsome.
He is a very handsome man.
He just did a hike too. How was your hike?
Too. My hike was beautiful. I gotta say, we went to the fourth.
Yeah, you said you were going for an hour.
Waterfall in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, this was
no fucking way. Really?
This was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's
Damn it.
fucking tits.
And who knew? It was down the block.
And we were just, doing
taking
this
3 hours to fucking set up lights.
Anyways,
and there's
we're
a lot
gonna go
of
hiking
fucking
tomorrow.
cables.
Okay, back.
Not relevant. Let's switch back.
Okay. So
actually, let's take this moment now that we have Andreas to maybe open up the dialogue a little bit. We've pivoted away from the initial intro that Sophie prefaced, which shocker, we've gone on another tangent.
Sure,
To discuss,
regular MO.
yeah, that's not atypical.
And that's not just on this
That's
channel.
life
it's
in
like
general.
in life.
I literally
tangents, talking.
king of fucking
In fact,
tangents, and I
today
love the
we're
sound of my
working
own
on
voice,
inside
and I'm talking
voices,
over Sophie,
and
which is
tomorrow we're working on
tomorrow's.
talking over people.
Yeah, personal growth, super
Personal
important.
growth. Yeah,
Working
goals.
on it.
There we go.
Doing my best.
But never.
I think they
succeeded.
make medication for that these days. It's called Adderall.
Nah, I don't like
No,
meth.
No,
Not my
meth
thing.
isn't cool. No.
Not my thing. I prefer more fun things rather than being cracked out. Just a personal preference.
All right.
Anyway, Dre, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience in the crypto space and kind of like what you know about it, what you don't know about it, what you'd like to learn more about. I don't know.
You don't have to be
freestyle
like.
it.
You don't have to be like that.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
go wherever
yeah,
the fuck you
just-
want.
just
you
talk.
know?
Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with cryptocurrency
Everyone
at
does.
this point because
I can totally identify.
Back in
with
2011, I had a tutoring business in college in DC, and we basically saw something pop up about how there was a new mapping sequence that would basically put all the brick and mortars, into one space and just kind of outline where they were located. And at the time, there was really no one accepting Bitcoin, right? So we decided it would be a great marketing opportunity to just post it out there that we do accept Bitcoin. And we ended up becoming the first storefront, basically, in Washington, D.C. that did accept Bitcoin.
Cool.
So what network did you use at the time to accept? Did you just have a wallet address, and people would come in, pay your wallet address, and you have to
believe
wait?
so. We had a tech guy who was focusing on that aspect of it, and it was also a long time ago. That does sound like what we did.
Interesting.
The interesting thing is also that the Japanese daily newspaper called the Mainichi Times ended up giving me a call. They were the oldest daily newspaper in Japan.
That's
And they
cool.
wanted us to give a statement on why we think that crypto would be, the future here. And for us, DC has a lot of international students for cross-border payments. We thought that it would actually make a lot of sense for them. And also, I mean, from our perspective too, just the fanfare surrounding the currency. And this is back in 2011 as well. So,
right. So you guys were actually, I think, maybe a bit too early.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Relative to market adaptation.
Oh, absolutely. If we
Yeah.
just kept a couple of those coins in that wallet today, I think we'd be in a, much
sitting pretty
Oh
fucking
my god,
pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
So same with Saran, but yeah, we've already been over that.
Funny thing is, the guys, were selling pot in school too. They had tons of Bitcoins in their wallets because they were buying stuff off the dark web.
Yeah, those guys.
And,
No, what?
From college.
In college.
So those guys too. Some of them just have, 60, 70 coins in their wallets.
Yeah, 96.
There you
Sold them.
go.
We have like 65% of one Bitcoin.
So
All right,
there,
but that's
there goes,
one fucking wallet.
There
You got a
goes the
shit
love
ton
hate
of-
relationship, and I see the intrinsic value in general of having currency that's not tied to any Federal Reserve type system or central
bank,
yeah, that could really inflate away your currency, just
or
provide stability.
just
more than
market
anything else.
collapse
Right,
could
like-
potentially
Yeah.
evaporate your life savings.
Saran just told me that today that they legally only have to keep 3%. Wait, what was the percentage?
Banks have so as some of you know, some of you don't, which should
I didn't know
which should
this. This is
fucking
literally
terrify
terrifying.
you and encourage you to invest in crypto. The liquidity requirements for depository accounts in the United States are terrifyingly low. Like, they're definitely it's under 10%. Correct me if I'm wrong. Drop a comment, but I know it's very fucking low, and it
I
doesn't
can do
even
it, Google.
come fucking close to what would be required to pay out their depository customers. So that's your checking accounts, your savings accounts, any account that you could go into a bank and withdraw funds from, even if you had to pay a penalty. So that's money markets, IRAs, fucking. Never mind about the whole password change thing. That's the long story.
So how does that correspond with the FDIC insurance requirements of $250,000 or less?
So those aren't necessarily insurance requirements. They're just, it's the FDIC, so the Federal Depository Insurance Company, which is another, we'll dig into the Fed and that whole bullshit later. But the FDIC guarantees up to $250,000 of any consumer checking or savings account or any bank that has a partnership with the FDIC where your account is insured up to $250,000. Here's the problem with that. And it's the same problem with the massively low liquidity requirements that banks have for depository accounts. Let's say we have a situation similar to 2008, but significantly worse. There's a massive market correction. It's coming. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But I believe...
We have to say that
that
all the time. Disclaimer, disclaimer.
I believe, and many other people believe, including many institutional traders, as evidenced by the influx of institutional capital into crypto, that there is a massive market correction coming that could potentially see the likes of the Great Depression or worse. And it will eviscerate insane amounts of, I don't want to call it wealth, because the ultra rich are pretty much always insulated, but it will eviscerate a massive amount of money, and generally that tends to affect the upper middle class, the middle class, and the poor the most, which is nothing new in this country or anywhere in the world, frankly. But if and when that does happen, that correction could cause a run on the banks. And what a run on the banks is everyone trying to get their money,
Handmaid's Tale,
their dollars. That's another conversation. Not entirely out of bounds, but
not at all
conversation. Where everyone is trying to withdraw their cash from banks that don't have the liquidity, by liquidity I mean literal money, to return the money that they've been custodying for you, right? And by custodying I mean the money you've deposited in your checking account or savings account. All of a sudden you can't get it, which to a lot of people is going to be like, what the fuck, right? I mean, to everyone it's going to be like, what the fuck, you have my fucking money and I can't have it. It's literally because they don't have it, right? So
right.
When you deposit money in your checking account or your savings account, or you give money to a bank in any capacity, that money doesn't just sit in an account. It's a number on their balance sheet, but they take that money and they invest it.
So, okay.
Right?
Yeah, so banks with 15.2 million to 110.2 million in transaction accounts must hold 3% in reserve. 3.
Trace. So,
Wow.
let's say...
Okay, large
let's
banks...
say 10%
hold on.
of their customers want to
large
withdraw
banks,
their money.
those with more than 110, must hold 10% in reserve. A whole extra...
A whole 10%. So, let me explain what happens if the market drops 20%. Everybody's fucked. By everybody, I mean most people. But that probably includes most people viewing this video and will definitely affect everyone potentially.
Oh my god, this is even worse. Banks are required to keep on hand and available withdrawal a certain amount of the cash that depositors give them. If someone deposits $100, the bank can't lend out the entire amount, nor are banks required to keep the entire amount on hand.
Yeah, of course not.
I didn't know that. That's so messed up.
But that's what liquidity requirements are.
I know, but that's like really scary. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so
up.
let's kind of, dial it back in or bring it back.
Says the person that took us on a tangent.
No, I'm literally answering the question that we all had. Is what was the actual percentage? So you're welcome and shut the fuck up. I love you. All right.
Debatable.
So next is I also found the thing that we were talking about before about GameStop. Okay, and it's also relative to Robinhood.
Yeah, but we went over that whole situation.
Yeah, but I'm just
Could
really
we keep
quick.
it moving?
No.
Right.
Okay, you always can go on tangents, but when I want to go on a tangent, it's like,
All right,
not
Sophie's
okay.
tangent. Everyone
All right.
cut this up.
So, no, this is
All
very...
about the tangents.
We like them. All right, so
That
so
we do.
basically, I guess, and this is pretty cool because this just shows, like, if people, like, gang together, like, shit can happen, right? So, like, I guess the Redditors got together, remember?
Wall Street bets.
Yes, and they, like, fucked with the Wall Street people, remember?
No, they turned around and said,
Shout
yeah,
out.
what? Hedge funds have been doing the same fucking thing.
Right.
It's their entire business model.
Right.
We're going to turn around and we're going to bend them the fuck over. And they did.
Right.
They bent them the
And-
fuck over. And it was beautiful. I fucking love you guys.
Basically acted as a hive mind, you know?
Right.
Basically, all
Totally.
these people were acting in one uniform direction, and she gave them tremendous buying power.
Right.
And
fuck
And listen to this.
every hedge shorting those.
As the investing continued, the financial company Robinhood placed limitations on
That's right.
how much their users could become involved in GameStop stock.
That's right. Oh, they prevented buying and selling of so some people were really fucked. There's massive litigation going on around this, and the SEC gives some like slap on the wrist fucking fine to Robinhood, but relative to this massive civil litigation going on because
Reader's
people-
Digest.
Okay, GameStop allowed you to buy into a position, then froze your ability to close the position. And so allowed their primary customers, which are hedge funds buying live data feeds, as we discussed earlier, of your trading data, allowed them to reposition their shorts so that you couldn't fuck them. And that is immensely both unethical and illegal. Right? So
Totally bad.
Fuck you, Robinhood, which is another reason why I discourage anyone from buying crypto on Robinhood.
Yeah.
Yes, they just introduced the ability to transfer crypto and you have a wallet address. Boo fucking who. They're also a manipulative piece of shit company. Their CEO's a fucking scumbag. If you ever watch any... Yeah,
right.
fuck you.
All right, let's dial it
No. Come at me, bro.
What are we? What's our number? How long have we been recording?
Who the fuck knows?
We don't want to lose people. Hello.
We're not. Fuck you. If you don't want to fucking watch, bye. There's the fucking door. Hit X on the screen.
Ren,
that's it.
Relax.
What?
It's a free.
He's getting
free
hyphy.
country.
Right.
I am getting hyphy. Been drinking for a few hours.
Okay, so
Whoops.
next up, do you have anything more to say?
No. I think
that was
really
actually
interesting. So we're thanks for diverting us.
What? Oh my god.
Anyway, what Andreas
we'll
was
fight about that
referring,
later, off camera.
That'll fuck. I'll pay for that in some capacity.
Oh,
hopefully
yes,
not
you
another
will.
trip to Lululemon. Actually, it's worse this time. What jacket do you want?
No, shut the fuck up. Just stop talking.
Never mind. What Andreas was talking about was like way ahead of its time. In 2011, the ability to accept Bitcoin payments, right? So keep in mind, Bitcoin isn't the fastest network around. Also, at the time, to just have a wallet address and to allow people to send a Bitcoin transaction had a multitude of different implications that were unknown at the time, and still
they were unknown up until like 2018.
What I'm referring to is still there's a lot. It's a big gray area.
Well,
right?
now they have like
for
Bitcoin ATMs and shit at the gas station.
Not relevant. Let me continue.
It is relevant.
Nah, I'm talking about crypto payments.
Yeah.
For merchants.
And I just said a Bitcoin ATM. How is that not relevant?
Not point of sale. That's the ability to like buy Bitcoin, put cash into an ATM.
All right, keep it rolling, keep it running.
It's more the transaction aspect.
Right, it's point of sale. It's transaction settlement. Right.
Are you also teaming up again? Are you teaming up?
Oh, do you feel teamed up against?
Maybe I should probably leave. No, I'm just kidding.
This is a safe space right here.
Yeah, we're in a safe. This is nothing safe about this space, except we're non-financial advisors, and none of this is financial advice.
All right,
Fuck you, SEC. Just kidding. Get your fucking job done, though, and fucking make a move. Anyway, transaction settlement, right? So, in 2011, there were no readily active platforms that allowed point-of-sale brick-and-mortar merchants to accept crypto, right? And if there were, they were very unknown. Now there's a multitude of them, right? So the Flexa payment network is one great example, powered by the AMP token. Show your socks. AMP. That's a long
Number
position
9
that
AMP
we have.
promoter. Oh wait, you lost your spot.
I lost my status. I stopped tweeting about it enough. But the Flexa payment network, as well as Gemini Pay, they facilitate transaction settlement in fiat for the merchant, but allow customers to pay in a multitude of different cryptocurrencies.
So if you have that capability, you should try it at your stores so that it can
There's actually I think now over
some traction.
There's almost over 750,000 merchants in the United States or stores that accept Bitcoin
like
and
Nordstrom,
and Ethereum,
Starbucks.
and actually 20 different cryptos. And most people don't know this. Most employees of their stores don't know this, because Flexa is natively integrated into the NRC or NCR payment terminals. They also, about 2.5-3 months ago, signed a deal with Incom Payments, which added another 500,000
Reader's
retailers.
Digest.
This is not a Reader's Digest situation.
Yes, you can like, your description of things is like very detailed to the point where like some people just don't get it.
Almost like when you go to like an educational podcast, you like don't want the education. It's wild. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I know. Same.
No, just like when you lost the Nordstrom's girl.
All right, Nordstrom's girl, if you're watching this, so sorry I tried to educate you. My bad.
She was like shaking and nodding behind her mask.
She just wanted to know what cryptos to buy at the end of the day.
And Seren talked for like an hour, and I'm like, is he losing you? And she's like, hey, he lost me like 30 minutes ago.
Tangent, yeah.
But it's funny. Okay, so.
Anyway, so what Flexa does is, because they're natively integrated into a multitude of different payment platforms, you can walk up with your Flexa Pay app or your Gemini Pay app, which is integrated into the Gemini app itself. If you look in the top right corner, you'll see a little thing that looks like a box with a card stripe in it. Just click that, and then select the crypto that you want to pay with. And then you'll see a list of stores that accept it. Nordstrom, Starbucks, Dunkin'.
Okay, I have a question.
Ton of stores.
I have a question. So, how does... Alright, so like...
So,
relative...
can I finish, actually? Because this is kind of important.
My God.
So, Flexa and Gemini Pay, which are, I would argue, the largest crypto...
Here's my horoscope.
What the fuck?
You're Gemini.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, stop!
We're not Geminis, Siri.
Yeah, none of us are fucking Geminis.
Wait,
Fuck
are you
off.
a Gemini?
I'm not a Gemini. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh my God.
Oh my
There we
God.
go. Buckle up.
Ugh. No, just kidding.
Here we go.
Stop it! Hey Siri, stop!
Remember that for the next time we talk?
Please shut the fuck up, Siri. Where's my phone? It's
I
this.
don't know.
That's
Okay,
what's
sorry.
there.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
So
Flexa.
fine. She just said fine, like she's mad at you.
I missed that. Oh, a Gemini. A beautiful
God.
star
It's not
goes
even
before
on
you.
anymore.
Do you want me to remember that for the next
No!
time we talk?
No.
Okay.
Back to the podcast. Anyway,
It's not a podcast.
No problem.
YouTube series. So oh my God.
Oh man, she ain't stopping, huh?
Holy fuck.
Is it my phone?
Schedule could be frustrating now.
Holy shit.
In your best
Can you?
interest to release your type
Sorry.
millions of lives.
Shit production quality. Nothing new here. It's episode. Stop! Don't fucking touch that. Just turn the speaker off. Anyway,
We
Flexa and Gemini Pay are powered. I want to say powered, but they're powered by the AMP token. And so what the AMP token is it's a proof of stake settlement token built on the Ethereum network. So it's an Ethereum smart contract. And what it does is it guarantees 100% fraud-proof crypto payments for merchants. So Bitcoin, for instance, takes about 30 minutes for a transaction to.
Why is it so slow?
That's another conversation. But Bitcoin takes 3 block confirmations for a transaction to be confirmed.
Handshakes? That's what they're called, right?
No,
That's what you said. God, don't make me look stupid.
it's not a handshake.
What's a handshake
It's a
then?
block confirmation. It's a different story. It's like cellular devices.
I have a lot to learn. I'm learning.
So,
You're learning. That's the key.
Bitcoin takes 3 block confirmations. Ethereum takes 35 block confirmations.
Whoa.
Well, Ethereum's much faster. But
Okay.
Bitcoin's average transaction settlement time for 3 confirmations is right. I think it's around 30 minutes. There's several companies that are developing what's called layer 2 technologies. So layer 2 technologies are essentially coins and tokens and smart contracts that operate above the kind of, I don't want to call it V1, but above the blockchain layer to enable faster transactions on the same blockchain. However, AMP is a proof of stake blockchain, or a proof of stake token built, as I said, built on Ethereum that enables instantaneous transaction settlement of any crypto.
That's why I like it.
Which gives, I'm long on AMP, which gives merchants the trust that it's 100% risk free. So if a customer comes in, they pay in Bitcoin, the transaction ends up failing. What Flexa and Gemini Pay do via the AMP token is whatever the value of that transaction is liquidated in AMP to pay the merchant. So no matter what, the merchant ends up getting paid. So this is, of course, piqued massive interest in the gaming industry and hospitality industry. So MGM right now is penning a deal with Flexa to
Reader's
power.
Digest, babe.
Well, it's a big fucking deal.
I know, but we don't have to go into
22 of their resorts and casinos.
We don't have to go through every single.
All right. Well, Resorts World, the largest hotel, casino, and resort ever to open in Las Vegas, is entirely powered by Flexa or by Gemini Pay.
Amazing.
But people AMP, yo, dude, hire me as your fucking CMO. People need to fucking know about you. It's like there's this funny meme where it's like Flexa and AMP cure cancer, AMP down 6% on the announcement. Because there's been so many incredible partnerships that AMP has developed in the last 6 months.
Nobody talks about it.
And the fucking token just doesn't go up in price. What the fuck, man? Even Flexa now, started in July of this year, has to buy AMP on the open market because they are also powering El Salvador's central bank. They're powering fucking
They need a good mascot.
Yeah, they need.
They're powering El Salvador's central bank, a whole fucking country.
They need an Elon Musk to tweet.
They need a Shiba Inu as their mascot.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So
proof of stake token. Good.
I had a question that was very important,
but it had to do with payments, right? And so basically, Andreas's company was way ahead of its time.
Right.
And so, I guess at the time you would have to literally open
and
your
make
phone,
sure. Yeah.
Right. And I guess Coinbase was maybe around at the time.
Wait, what kind of phone?
No, there was no Coinbase back then.
So these were just hardware wallets, or
yeah.
And so someone would literally have to open a laptop or something.
2011.
What kind of phone did you have?
No, there were no. So maybe there were a few apps that
wasn't. Yeah.
This was way.
Was it like a Razor? No.
Coinbase didn't exist. Okay, so
no, I know.
This was like Mt. Gox days. These were Mt. Gox days, right? Exactly. This was might have been.
So Mt. Gox.
That's another.
That was 2013.
That was 2013,
when they had a massive hack. Yeah.
Yeah, hack. All right, I don't believe
Whatever
that for a fucking
Another
second.
tangent.
We all know that fucking guy ran away with what's now worth trillions of fucking dollars in people's money.
God. Literally trillions.
Yours?
Of dollars.
Yeah. So some of mine though. So if people aren't aware, Mt. Gox was one of the biggest kind of. It wasn't even a centralized exchange at the time. It was really kind of the only it was the only accessible place to purchase Bitcoin online. Yeah. And then one day,
I remember this actually, yeah.
all of a sudden,
Surprisingly.
Mt. Gox got hacked and lost it's not even like a small
And that people lost
everybody's
a lot of,
everybody's Bitcoin vanished.
No, a lot of people still hold on to this. Like, this is kind of like why my dad is like...
It's not to hold on to it. It's like, this fucking guy definitely stole all the fucking money.
Oh my god, let me speak for once. I'm just saying, this is like why like a lot of like, especially people that are like not in our generation, have like distrust for cryptocurrency because how like much this was in the media and like
it was massive hit to trust
the industry.
And adaptation
For sure,
crypto.
because people are like, oh, it could just get stolen. It's like whatever.
Well, it still can. That's the thing.
Totally,
so like,
but
if
like
you're not
it's
intelligent,
it's a little different.
Oh, it's very, very, very different. So
yeah.
Coinbase, for instance, publicly traded company, right? So if they stole your money, they're fucked, right? They can't do that, obviously. So, like, even if your account
don't do it.
Even if your account gets hacked because of a vulnerability in Coinbase, which actually occurred recently, Coinbase returned all of those customers' money out of their own pocket because that was a vulnerability that Coinbase had within their platform, which exposed people's accounts to getting drained. It was a vulnerability in their two-factor authentication mechanism, which allowed the hacker to bypass your 2FA and gain access to your account. But again, this only affected customers that had shit passwords. So,
right.
Another reason to take security seriously is don't have like
I was gonna ask that. I was like,
one word password with the classic #1 exclamation point afterwards.
Okay.
It's like the easiest dictionary attack in the fucking word. Me?
For some things, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm actively changing all of those things.
Right now, like right after this.
But everything that entails money and everything that I have significant money behind has a 16 to 24 character complex password or a 12 character or 12 letter passphrase.
So we love like when our electronics break and then like he has a freaking flip shit moment to try to
if I haven't backed up my private my keys.
Ooh, it's happened.
Sophie's laptop
back
recently.
up your keys, kids.
Yeah, back your fucking keys
up,
back your
motherfuckers.
passphrase up. Sponsor me. LastPass, OnePass.
Warden, sponsor me.
Yeah.
Sponsor us
me.
all.
It's my fucking sponsor.
No, sponsor Andreas, yeah.
Sponsor both of us.
Bulletproof Urban, sponsor both of us.
Oh yeah, no.
We've
already we ask them every time.
Okay.
I told you, and you were like, "Well, I like Bullet."
God damn it! I do.
Yeah,
okay.
he's like an
bring it back.
rapist.
I have one more question, then we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
So back to the flexible payment situation. So there's volatility in the market. So how does that affect paying for things at stores? Like when you don't really know, like is it up, is it down, like is it good, is it da? You know what I mean?
It doesn't affect
it.
So relative to Flexa, it doesn't affect it at all because the transactions are settled in fiat. So fiat U.S. dollars, actual government issued currency. But from a merchant's perspective, if you have an NCR payment terminal or an Incom payment terminal or any payment terminal that accepts Flex or Gemini Pay, the money that gets deposited into your account is U.S. dollars. It's not crypto.
Right, but like, is this why AMP is so steady? Because like, if it's always fluctuating, then people aren't going to want to pay because they're going to be like, oh, it's up. Like, I'm not going to spend it.
No, because people don't pay in AMP. The network uses the AMP token as a settlement
So they're
token.
not actually paying with crypto.
No, they're paying. So
I don't get it.
I walk into a store, right?
Right.
It's Nordstrom's, which accepts
Hi, sir.
Pay, right?
I'm the
I
teller.
walk up to the teller.
Okay.
The teller generally has no idea that Flexa even works or what Flexa is, but I say, hi, I'd like to pay
hire him. Flexa.
Hire me AMP, dude. You need a CMO. Hello, I fucking emailed you guys and hit your Twitter like 30 times. Respond.
Okay.
Respond, guys.
All right, respond.
AMP.
Okay.
Respond.
Okay, so anyway.
You need a CMO, and I have a lot of money invested in you, so fucking go up.
All right. Okay, so you walk up to me. Hi.
I've got a bunch of shit with me. I want to pay for it. I say,
what's
hi.
that? Oh, you didn't
Right.
say it yet. Good.
Okay, so I pull out my phone, I pull out my
Horrible
Flexa Pay
robot.
app or my Gemini Pay app, and I choose the crypto that I want to pay with.
Okay.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, if that's your thing.
Right.
Whatever.
So this is where my question comes into play.
So I
Are you
click
like
the crypto.
checking? Like,
What do you mean?
how much it's worth? Like,
Well,
do you want to get rid
but
of
that's
it?
a decision that the end user makes, right? That's a decision that the person making the purchase
Right,
makes.
but that's why I'm saying, like, maybe
I
it's
wouldn't
not
personally.
That,
I'm holding
that's
my
what I'm
crypto.
saying. Is like
But-
that's why it's not gaining
but
traction.
That's not true because people
You just
will
said
take
it.
their profits. No, and because rather than paying a fee to withdraw their crypto, right? Say they want you can pay.
You don't have to pay taxes and blah, blah, blah.
Let's not talk about taxes right now. But essentially, what I do is I walk up, I click the coin I want to pay. I mean, I'll where's my phone? Give me the phone.
No, okay,
Yeah,
too
watch.
much.
It's
Fran,
super
too
fucking
much,
easy.
too
It's
much.
not.
No, and there we go.
No, see, and it wasn't too much.
And it
until you
wasn't
said
too easy.
much.
So
So
is a good way to explain this basically
Yeah,
going
thank you.
into a
Let's-
store.
you go into a store, you open the app, you show a barcode,
With
they pull out the
15
fucking
euros.
thing, they scan the barcode, boom, a receipt prints, and most
So,
people
like-
working at the
so
store
like
don't
euros-
even know it
euros
accepts
versus
it.
dollars basically. It's the same
Right.
idea, right? You're going
Yeah,
in,
I guess
and
you're
the
like,
actual
yeah.
Yeah,
exchange
it's the
is
conversion.
constantly
It's an
fluctuating.
exchange rate,
Right.
right?
It's constantly
But like
fluctuating.
that would be annoying to me
It's a
because
little. That's
yeah.
a decent example. I think it's a little.
It's the easiest one to basically wrap your head around. From a
Thank
layman's
you
term
to
perspective.
Andreas for giving it to people and like.
Do you still
layman's
understand
terms.
it?
Yeah, now I do because thanks to Andreas. not
Explain
you.
it.
So yeah, you're basically using your crypto. It's turned into actual money, but you still do have to worry about like the actual worth of what it is. Just like you said, you wouldn't do it because you don't want to lose your crypto.
That's because I want to hold
Exactly,
my crypto.
and that's what
But
that
a
was
lot
my
of,
whole
but
question.
a lot
That's
of people want to use crypto as a means of payment, right?
right, and okay, it's beneficial because you get out of having to like remove it and put it into your bank account. Da, 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 da. It like skips a bunch of steps, and that's why it's cool. I got it. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up by, and we forgot to do this because we usually do it in the beginning.
So quickly, I'm gonna
Oh
just.
God.
I'll screencast this later, but let's say.
So does the retailer?
I've got my Gemini Pay app open, right? So here, it's just the Gemini app. So you just click the top right corner. You select the currency with which you'd like to pay, right? You
Stop,
can
it's okay,
just
coach him.
swipe over. You literally select whichever currency you want to pay. It seems I've got $9 in Bitcoin in my Gemini.
Whoa.
Yeah, a whole $9. And then I select the merchant, right? So here we have Nordstrom's, Baskin Robbins, Bed Bath & Beyond, Bye Bye Baby, Hot Topic, Nordstrom Rack.
Hot topic.
I'm definitely going to Hot Topic. But let's say I want to go to Ulta Beauty. I just click Ulta Beauty. It's going to load in a second. Sorry, we're in a farm. Wi-Fi's not great. Boom, I'm presented with a barcode. I show this barcode to the teller. The teller grabs their scanner. They scan the barcode.
It doesn't work. That's what they usually say.
Pause.
No.
Sit down, you're screencasting.
Yeah.
And
Thank you, Stop.
and the barcode is then the transaction's instantly settled by AMP, and then the Flexa network manages the transfer of your tokens into their wallet.
So don't be discouraged because not all these. So if it does say like one merchant, let's say Starbucks, not every single Starbucks is capable of it yet. We've experienced this together.
Starbucks has actually now done a full rollout nationwide.
Okay, so
But
Nordstrom.
initially they did like a obviously kind of like smaller test, but now they've
Everything else
decided
has to be,
to
like-
deploy it nationwide.
It's
So
like
it is in all of their stores.
okay, Nordstrom's.
Yes, Nordstrom's is
Thank
still, but so Nordstrom's technically is nationwide already. The problem is,
We were
Certain-
just there and it didn't work.
I'm aware. We're just getting to that. Certain Nordstrom stores haven't updated or replaced the payment terminals that they have a new contract with.
So I'm right in saying that some of them don't work. Correct.
Yes, but why are you discouraging people?
I'm not, because don't get discouraged if you go to one and it doesn't work. because they haven't updated their terminals. Thank you for clarifying. But, like, you always have to play devil's advocate and, like, fight me on everything. So let's wrap it
That's
up.
the point of the podcast.
I know. I'm just saying. Let's
YouTube series, whatever the fuck we call it.
You keep
Anyway,
let's
I
wrap
guess-
it up with what are you trading? Because we forgot that.
That's right. All right. So currently, Phantom FTM. It's been on a fucking rip. Let's take a look at TradingView quickly on the 4-hour charts. Today we're up 2.89%. It's currently trading at 1.46. But if we take a look at just October 1st, 4 a.m., we were at $1.24, and then you can see it cross the median average cost differential line and has been on a fucking rip ever since, and is currently trading at $1.46. Cryptex, CTX, as you guys know, I'm obviously long as fuck on. I think this is going to add a zero as soon as Binance picks it up or Coinbase picks it up.
Again, not financial advisors.
Yeah, do your own fucking research. But Cryptex and Phantom I'm very long on. Another one I'm long on is Algorand, another payment platform that's been performing very well, especially over this past weekend. Where the fuck are you?
What are you holding? Anything?
I'm not holding anything.
There's your first mistake.
Are we
Algorand-
convincing you?
Algorand took a peak yesterday, or actually earlier today at $1.85 or $1.86.
Starting
currently
really
trading
hungry.
at
So let's keep it
$1.78.
going.
My wife's hungry, so we're gonna keep it going.
I need snacks for these because they're now getting very long.
All right, so get some fucking snacks. Now we know for episode 3, so you'll be eating snacks.
Whatever.
Ren's another one that's been performing very well, obviously. I mean, there's a few other I'm long on, like, I think ACH 2 years, that's going to crush it. Solana, since the network went down, since their main net went down, 2 weeks ago.
Lana.
It crashed from like an all-time high of 200 and change back down to like $1.30. Re-entered at 130. It's back trading at I think $170. So that's made a really solid recovery.
Cool.
Cody's another coin I'm long on, and obviously Polygon is if you bought the dip like you should have at $1.07, you'd be crushing it right now at $1.30.
All right. Well, thanks for that.
Oh, you asked.
I'm starving. No, I know. We're supposed to do that in the beginning. Anyways,
so
Dre, do you have any last final words?
No, listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. So
He actually
bless.
really does. As much as like I.
And I guess
like,
we're not sponsoring that guy, right? So
No,
we
fuck
gotta
Bullet,
find a new
but-
sponsor.
truly sponsor us.
What's
These
this thing?
guys, bougie
Is that ginger
ass
beer?
little fucking
We had this
ginger
the whole
ales,
time?
Fever Tree sponsor us.
Blanket sponsored us. It's like I Love Lamp.
Any tech company or electronics company,
I Love Tent.
except for Azure.
Glam
Fucking
Tents sponsor
architecture
us.
Sucks. Don't tell anyone where we are. If people find out about this place, I'm gonna kill everyone.
Stop it.
Nah, I would never kill anyone.
You're
Sorry, it's
so
bad.
Ugh.
Horrid. I know. I'm the worst.
Can't take you anywhere. Honestly, you're so like. No.
I'm difficult.
Anyways.
Truly sponsor us.
Stop. You're up for next for babysitting.
Gemini sponsor us.
All right, Sren, wrap it
And
up. We
hire
are
a CMO.
Block and Chain.